So this here is a fairly new character that I made not long ago, and I think it's like level 4 or 5. And why am I in the water? Well, let me show you why I'm in the water. I'm going to show you the way I'm kind of a dummy. So here's my advice leveling for dummies. There are 3 dolmens in the Alakar Desert. So you have to go through a few countries to get there. And then you go around about and down to Wayrest, and there's a boat that goes straight to it. It won't show it on the map if you've never been there, but you will find it. So you have to go through a few countries. I think you have to go through 3. You might most usually you start off in Glenumbra though to get to it. And right there is where I am right now, and I have to swim my way up to where I can get in. So there's a little travel you have to do, but you can do it. Now here's the boat dock, and trust me, there is a boat down there. It doesn't show it, but there's a boat down there to the Alakar Desert. You just have to get to it. So you have to get to Wayrest. How do you get there? Well, you have to travel through a few countries. But right there it is. That's the boat. Doesn't show it on the map, but it's there. If you can get there, you can go on down and around to it. Right there is the bridge. See the bridge down there? You want to get across to here, and then you'll be over in Stonehaven. And then you can just go right there to Wayrest. So I hope this is helping. This is how I do it. I want to get to those 3 different dolmens, and I want to run them and level up my character, because they go off one after another. So you go across and then down, and there you are in Wayrest. See the bridge and go down, and there you are. So now I'm just swimming. I'm not gonna go across to through the land. I'm just gonna swim around. Or you could do it that way. And since I'm now right here. I just swim around the thing, and now I'm here at the first dolmen. I swam up that body of water, and then I was able to get up on land, and now I'm here. It doesn't matter as long as you get to these 3 dolmens. How you do it. I've done it over land, and I've done it this way by just swimming up and around. Either way works pretty good. So here's the first one. I'm level 4, and what I do as this is not for everybody, but I don't think I'm a very good DPS at a low level. I never was even at a high level. But I have a little bit of healing skill, and I'm going to heal people. So I'm going to be a low level healer. I have a junk staff, and I'm wearing junk armor. But I just want to heal. And I don't know. I don't think healers, though, get any credit, though, for healing at these dolmens. If anybody wants to tell me they do, let me know. So I think I'll just use a lightning staff. Yeah, that's what I think I do at dolmens, is use a lightning staff. And then the lightning staff, it kills. The reason I do a lightning staff is because it kills real fast. Now, this is an arcanist, so I can do the fake carver, and it's just pretty fantastic. So I'm carrying a lightning staff, and I'm using fake carver. But when I'm in the dungeons, I'll be using the restoration staff to heal people. Okay? So here on these dolmens, see there's the lightning staff, and I'm just going to run around and do my fake carver like everybody else is doing. It looks like you really need to see a whole lot more of this. This is not like a walkthrough, but this is one of the dolmens. There's 3 of them here in Alakar that are just really neat, and one goes off right after another. I can't do this more than like 4 or 5 of them at a time, then I start getting wonky, because it's just tedious to just keep doing these and boring, and so I end up wanting to run dungeons. So usually when I hit level 10, I go to the very first dungeon I can go to, and I'll run it as a healer. And I'm a real healer. I'm not a good healer as a low level character, but I'm healing people. So I picked up a restoration staff, and I go around healing people, and you know, they see I'm low level and I'm healing them. They're not expecting great things. I'm usually doing single heals one at a time. I don't have radiating healing leveled up. So yeah, get the junk and then sell it, and then buy you some more bag space. I urge you to get bag space because bag space will let you carry more. Now there's another one right down here, Goat's Head, and so I'm going to try to run down there to Goat's Head. Okay, so I have no other option. I have a horse, but I probably can move faster than I can ride on this horse. So I'm riding south, and I'm heading from the dolmen that I was at that was in the north to the south. So if you need to, you can go back and look where I was at and mark it on your map. And I'm trying to head south now to this other dolmen, and hopefully it'll go off. Now the dolmen that is going to go off is the one that's far over to the east, but it's going to take me a while to get out there, so I'm just going to go south for now. I'm just going to avoid everything I can. As you can see, I'm not moving really fast. So I'm going to skip past some of this because pretty much, you know, you're just going to ride or run down through there depending on, and if you're going to probably be running because the horse isn't that fast. Look, I'm catching a break here because this dolmen has just gone off. So here we're getting up close to this next dolmen. I can see it's going off. The horse is just so slow. I got knocked down by some scorpions. This is the Goat's Head one. And so I just need to get down here. And I usually carry a lot of money. And then I can just teleport around because I'm so slow. So this is, they go off in the order, usually, let's you say if you start at the very top, they go off the top one, and then the one over to the east, and then the one on Goat's Head, which is south of the one that's from the top, and then the one on the top goes off again. So they go around clockwise. So all you gotta do is just stay with them, and you'll level up. There's a lot of people here, and sometimes they'll group with you. Sometimes I get lucky and people do that. A lot of times I'm just running around the thing completely on my own, and that's okay. Sometimes you'll find a lot of people here and sometimes you won't. So I need to get this. I now will have 2 dolmens. So I'm hoping this guide is helping people who are, well, you know, this is like for really beginner players that are just looking for a way to level up. It's tried and true. It works for me. I'm no genius at this game. I'm really bad at playing it. So I work to try to find the easiest ways I can to level up, and I found this works. Now I'm headed over here to get the dolmen. Oh, not the dolmen, but the way shrine. And this will give me 2. Now I have 2 way shrines. I could just use these 2 and go, but it's going to be a bit of a wait. And I might do that. I have done that in the past where I just stay at these 2 and go at a slower pace. So mark it on your map. That way you'll go in the right place. That's what I need to do. And now I'm going to try to head toward that green dot so I don't get lost in the desert. And I know it's right around in there somewhere. I just have to head toward that marker point. So I ran and ran and ran toward that marker point. Now, I even went past the marker point. I went past the way shrine without even knowing it. And then I just teleported back to it because that's the way I do it, the wrong way. But I did get the waypoint, way shrine point right here. And now I'm headed up this hill. Once you get off, this is the one to the far east. And so you just head up. It's a long little walk because you're not moving that fast if you're really, really low level, like 4 or 5, like I am. Once I get to 10, I'm going to go to the very first dungeon, which I think is Spindle Clutch 1, as a healer. But for right now, I mean, I can't get in a dungeon, so I'm just going to go around here and do what I can to level up the best I can. And then when I get to 10, I'll do normal dungeons as a healer, because I feel like I can do the least amount of damage by doing that. As long as I'm actually healing people. It's a low level dungeon. I'm healing people. While you're out, you might as well kill some of the things that are around the dolmen, because they can help to level you up some too, because you're just so low level. Not anything's going to level you up. Some people say they don't have to. And I skipped a whole lot at the very front and didn't show you every little bit of the way how to get to the Way Shrine boat place. But folks, you're going to be from different factions and you're going to have different ways to get here. You just need to find a way to get to the Alikar Desert. And then you'll be able to have these 3 dolmens, and then you can run them. And that's okay. So we're now here at the 3rd one, the one that's in the far east. And I'm waiting for it to go off. It's going to go off any second now. And I'm carrying a restoration staff, because I want to level it up, become a healer when I get to level 10. Because running these dolmens round and round, it gets tedious. Also monotonous, because you're going around this thing over and over again. So I like to mix it up with some dungeons. And I mean, when I go there, I'll be a real healer. I won't be a great healer. Like a level 10 healer is not going to be all that awesome, but I will be healing people. I won't be a fake healer, because a fake healer doesn't heal anybody. They don't heal anyone. This will be a healer, and it'll go into a dungeon at level 10. And then I'll run dungeons for a while, but I could always come back here. And me showing you how to get here really isn't all that crazy important, because if you're from some other faction than the one I'm from, you'll probably find some other way to get here. But I just showed you that there is a boat at Wayrest that will take you here. So if you can get to Wayrest, which is in Stonehaven, you should be able to get here. And anyway, right now I'm running this dungeon. And I'm using my restoration staff. And look, I just leveled up. See how easy that was? I'm not even grouped with anybody. I leveled up. So it's not going to take a whole long time for me to get to level 10. And then when I get to level 10, then I'll leave this. I don't want to keep doing this on and on and on. But all the junk that I get from the treasure chest, I'll just sell and increase my bag space. I'll go someplace to a pack merchant. I made this little character because I had went to the Telvanni, the new DLC that we have, and I picked up one of the companions, and I saw this dark elf, and I thought, well, I'll make one that looks kind of like her. And so that's what I did. And so now I'm trying to work on just leveling up my healing spells. And so this will be an Arcanist healer for now, but I think I'm going to make it into a tank, because that's its name. I have like 11 tanks. I don't think they're any good, but I mean, they're not bad for normal dungeons. I'm going to try to make them better. Well, I really don't know a whole lot about how to play this game the right way, but I really enjoy it. And it's kind of relaxing. I'm a pretty casual player, and I had to do leveling up the hard way. Now, my character, this is cutting ahead at some time, and this is level 35. I still got a way to go. I just wanted to show you. And now I'm wearing a costume. This is called Fire Drake. It's really cool looking. It's really shiny. I like it. And I got me a companion at level 35. I went and got this guy. As Thunder, I think is his name. And I didn't like his outfit at all. So I put him in a Master Cartographer outfit. I think that looks a lot better. I also went and bought out of the Crown store the the Ledgerman for this character, so I could just pop locks. I don't want to have to stand there and try to. You have to have it on one of your other characters first. You have to have it leveled up, but it was long and tedious to level it up. So anyway, it's still a healer, and I take it into dungeons and heal people. And my actual armor I'm wearing is trash armor. It's just trash. This is just costume. I'm not going to put Crimson Twilight and Leeching Plate on this one until I get up to at least to like 50, and then my champion points will kick in, and I can then put on it some better, some decent armor. And there's probably better armor out there for tanks. But I like that particular armor because it keeps me safe. I guess I'm a selfish tank. I got like 11 of these tanks like this. Eventually I'll get them put in something better. Now I got in trouble in Deshaun. But anyway, I got a bounty on me. But here, let's do a review of the Alucard Desert real quick. Just because I think you need it, and I need it. So there they are. There's one, two, there's the second one. There's the first one at the top. See it? You just got to get here. And then here's the one out to the far east of the Alucard Desert. So there's 3 of these way shrines, and you just have to get there. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I have a lot more. You can watch them as well, and if you like them, leave a like.